Today, we have a special guest who is making waves in both Africa and abroad. Join me in welcoming Chaz Munthali, a leading content creator and filmmaker whose work is capturing hearts and minds on a global scale. Welcome back to the Kwathu Conversation, where we dive into the creative currents shaping Africa's future. This show explores the vibrant and diverse world of creativity and innovation across the continent, and I am your host, Nthanda Manduwi. This series is brought to you by the Copyright Fund and Akosoma. Chaz, born Chawezi Munthali in Malawi, has carved out a remarkable niche as a screenplay director and producer based in the United States. His passion for showcasing Malawian talent has led to a series of compelling productions that highlight his unique perspective on storytelling. Chaz first made his mark with the 2016 romantic drama Sponge, which, although produced in the US, spotlighted Malawian actors and brought their talent to the international stage. Following that, he delved into the complex world of corruption with Highbrow, a thought-provoking film released in 2021 that explores the dark side of financial crimes in Malawi. In 2023, Chaz introduced Misnomer, a thrilling mystery that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats with its twists and turns. And just this year in 2024, he has delighted us with Mushroom Shade, a witty and charming romantic comedy that blends humor with engaging relationship dynamics, adding yet another dimension to his versatile filmography. I am excited to delve into the conversation about Chaz's creative journey and his innovative approach to filmmaking and commitment to bringing Malawian stories to the forefront. Welcome to the conversation, Chaz.
Thank you.
So take me to the very beginning. Film production. Where did it begin for you?
Since I was a young kid, I've always had a niche for writing and creating stories, being creative, and later on, when I moved to the USA, I thought about trying it out, and I started communicating with different Malawians and who I can work with to make the dream come true, and here we are.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your films, Highbrow, Misnomer, and now Mushroom Shade, are getting a lot of attention. And I know there's always talk about that it takes about 10 years to get there. So I want to know, how does that feel for you? How long did it take to get here? Was it a shorter ride? What's been the experience?
No, it took a while, but you enjoy the journey more. So I don't feel like I've reached the goal. I don't even feel like you reached the goal that you want. You just try to enjoy the ride and put in the work and try to entertain the audience, and that's what we're doing now. So we're still in the journey now, but getting the recognition that we're getting now, as the success of the recent movies and the series now, it's very gratifying, and so we're very satisfied with the response, and looking forward to sharing more.
All right. So you do write your own scripts, yes?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. So what's your process like from getting an idea to writing a script to having a final product?
Normally I write, it's crazy because there are two places I like to write. This sounds crazy, I like to write in the bathroom, and I like to write in the car when I'm driving. So if I'm writing a romantic scene, I'll put maybe a romantic song in the car, and I drive around and just go on the highway and drive and start writing. So normally I have the stories in my head.
Yes, of course.
So you can have the story, but you need a screenplay where you have the actual words, the dialogue and stuff like that. So I go on a drive, and sometimes in the shower, I'll think about the storylines and stuff like that. So normally those are the places I write. But sometimes I just sit down, but I hate writing.
Yes,
it's
the actual process.
I'm lazy to write. So sometimes I normally write a few days before I shoot it.
Yeah.
But now the actors need more time, so I've changed a little bit where I have to write maybe a month before.
Yeah,
and stuff like
to
that.
make sure everything is there. Okay. So how do you develop your characters to make sure they're relatable? Is that an intention on your part to make sure they're relatable to an audience?
Yeah, like when I was writing for this series, Mushroom Shade, it was kind of hard because you're trying to write from a women's perspective.
Yeah.
So you have to study I go online on social media, I'll look at different, if I want to write from a perspective of a Malawian woman, I'll try to read statuses, the discussions, like how you want to try to get in the mind of the woman.
Yeah.
So I'll try to do that. Even just having a conversation with you now, I'll try to figure it out. Okay, I can use that as a character and see how your personality and stuff. So be careful. You might be in the next movie.
Okay. So what are some of the key elements you look at when choosing a project to work on? I know there's so many creative ideas. So how do you choose that this is a good project for me?
I just comes if it feels right, but some of the projects are hard to shoot, so you need a lot of money. I was talking to Esin, who have worked with pretty much on other movies. We're trying to shoot a superhero movie, so it's
in Malawi.
yeah.
Okay.
So we're trying to show the world like we can do everything in Africa. We don't need Hollywood to help us doing that. So it's pretty involving. It takes a lot of work, and so sometimes you want to shoot it, but you don't have the ability, and you don't have the financial muscle to help you do that. So it's close. We're looking forward to doing that very soon. Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing it. So I know you have a pretty big team here. How big is your team?
It's like we saw there are different dimensions to it. Like Esim has his own team. Usually has 4 or 5 people. Like if you include me, that's like 6. And we have one of the producers, Jarani, and the actors and the actresses. So it's normally the tech on the technical side of it. It's about 5 or 6 people.
5 or 6, and the actors?
It depends on the scene. And like Mushroom Shade has got so many characters right now. So we have about 10 to 20 main characters right now. So yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty big team. How do you keep them motivated during the production process?
Most of them motivated by themselves. We are more closely knit cast, and people get along with each other. So and anytime I'm bringing in an actor, I also look at the chemistry. Yeah. Because most of them know each other already. People like to have fun. I'm more. I don't take life so serious. So we like to have fun. We like to laugh about it and laugh about stuff and stuff like this. So yeah.
Okay. So I know there's a lot of creatives on set. I want to talk about creative differences. How do you manage this? Have there been any, and how do you manage them?
Yeah, there's always different. The actors sometimes will bring ideas like, "Hey, can we do this way? I would like to do this way. What do you think about changing these lines?" So you have to listen, and even the cinematographer might have ideas like, let's put the lights this way, or let's use these angles better. So you have to listen to them, and sometimes we may disagree, and sometimes in most cases we do agree.
Okay, so I know producing in Malawi might be a bit different. What are some of the innovative things you've had to do in a production, any production that you've done that you felt this was really challenging and it was different?
It is, but like the technical team is these guys, they're well advanced, to be honest. So they really advise me more on that. I can't take credit on that part. Okay. So normally I'll talk to Esim, who's the DOP, and we'll talk in advance before I come over. Like, we're gonna shoot this scene and this scene. What do you think about it? And you give me ideas and we execute. Yeah.
Okay, so you take on 3 roles: producer, writer, director. How do you juggle these 3 roles in a production process?
It's not hard because as I concentrate more on the directing part. Like I said, you have a team. You have producers as well on the scene, and the writing is done beforehand, so that is out of the way. So my job is just to come in and direct and help organize. And as we grow, you're gonna have more producers, because most of the big movies in Hollywood, they've got like 10, 20 producers in one project. Yes, exactly. So so we have 1 or 2, but we like to help each other. So most of the guys, they play the role of the producer without knowing that they're playing the role of the producer.
They're already playing the role. Okay. Yeah. So how long have you been doing this?
Over 10 years now.
Over 10 years. So, okay. To an aspiring film producer in Malawi, or maybe even beyond, what's your advice to them? What do you wish you knew 10 years ago?
I always advise the young guys to you got to start somewhere. Even if you have a telephone or a cell phone, use it. Shoot something. Let people see what you're doing, and it's a global market now. You can put something on TikTok and you can make it big. Viral. You know, sometimes people with a lot of talent, they don't have the advantage that I may have. You know, I may have a little bit of the financial ability to produce some of the shows, and there's some kid in the village who has better ideas and who can be better producers or better videographers, but they don't have the access. But you got to start somewhere to show people I can do this, so people can join you and support you. So for those young guys out there who want to be a director or a videographer or producer or sound engineer or whatever, you just got to start somewhere. You know what I mean? If you have to use your phone or you have to present your story to someone, and you can do it. Okay,
you talked about finances, financial muscle, and it takes a lot of money to get this done. How do you finance your projects?
I mean, in most cases, I do it by myself financially, but I also bring, like when we're shooting Miss Norma, there's some of my friends came in and invested in the movie. In Mushroom Shade, mostly, in the majority of the funding, I do it, but I also have partners, like one of my partners that I work with, Ben, and my young brother. We come together and put the finances together, but but you have to, in most cases, a lot of people are looking for the return on investment.
Yes, of course.
So you got to be patient with that.
To make sure it comes back.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So in terms of writing, do you ever experience writer's block?
Say that again, please.
Do you experience writer's block, like a space where you're not writing or you don't feel inspired to write? Or are you always bustling with stories?
No, I mean I am always, but like I told you before, I don't like writing, but I have to write, and so I have so many stories in my head. But like I can say I experience it a little bit because I don't like to sit down to write it, but because you have to be in the right mood, you have to be, your mind has to be clear to write something good. And sometimes I'll write something, and after a couple of days, I'll go back and
scratch everything.
Scratch everything and start modifying the script and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, I get that. So in the creative space in Malawi, what do you want to see yourself in the next 5-10 years? What are your aspirations?
Just keep growing. Yeah, keep making movies, and I would like to see the Malawi government work so hard in making sure that people can monetize on YouTube.
Yes.
Because you've got so many talented people who are putting videos, and 90% of the viewers in Malawi, and they can't make money out of it.
You can make,
So that would be a game changer. A lot of people, a lot of young artists, not only in movies but also in music, they'll start making a lot of money with YouTube. So Malawi and Zambia, they're pretty much the only countries
that
left.
Are not monetizing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's going to be a good one. Oh, you are publishing on YouTube. Is that intentional at the moment?
No, we have a partnership. We have a partnership with YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Tell me more about the partnership.
Yeah, so you have a partnership where when people are viewing outside Malawi and they're viewing it, you generate income on that, and so far it's going well. And so we, like the last 7 days, the highest viewership was in Kenya. It wasn't even in Malawi.
Okay.
Malawi was actually the 4th. So we had Kenya, South Africa, then Ghana, then Malawi. So that has been happening a lot the last
Mushroom Shade.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the numbers, if you know right now? I know you check.
No, it's you mean numbers
viewership, engagement.
Viewership is around like 600,000 now. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty great for Malawi, actually.
No, it is. Really, and some of the clips there, like one of the clip had like over 2 million viewers on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that. And a lot of Africans were engaging, and they were like, "Malawi, you've been hiding."
Yeah, and we haven't started advertising it. We're waiting to finish the full season.
Yeah, it was just one, and it went viral. That was a really good scene. I saw it too.
Thanks.
Okay. So where can people? I know you talked of YouTube. Where can people find your work? How do they support you?
Right now it's on YouTube, but we're also trying to talk to different distributors and who advise. We've had shows on different platforms, like we had shows on Mnet, we had shows on Showmax. Right now we are more trying to build this partnership with YouTube and see where it can go. But we're also talking to different distributors, and I don't want to talk more about it, but hopefully
we'll get to that.
Materialize soon.
Okay. Anything else you'd want the audience to know?
No, I just wanted to thank you guys for giving us this opportunity to talk to us, and you guys are doing well, and we're very excited to be on your program.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was Chaz, the producer of Hybro, Miss Norma, and the most popular show right now, Mushroom Shade, talking about content creation and film production in Malawi. I hope you've learned something and you're inspired to maybe consider a career in film production in Malawi. You've been with me, your host, Nthanda Manduwi.